Merry Meet and welcome to the Witch's Cauldron. My name is Paula. And today is Tarot Tuesday. Every Tuesday I go over a card in the tarot deck, its meanings, possible interpretations, things to look for, go over some layouts and things of that nature. Today we're going to continue with our exploration in the major arcana. These are the cards typically that are major kind of events. They're kind of set. This is probably going to happen, where the minor arcana or the suits, there's a little bit of flexibility. And you have a little bit of an opportunity to maybe direct your path, where the major arcana, the divine, is directing your path. Okay. And today we're going to continue on and we're going to talk about the Empress. Now, as I said, the major arcana always indicates an important event, category, or month, and it overpowers the other cards with respect to impact and effect. So if you draw, a major arcana card, and then you throw down some modifiers and they're minor arcana, that major arcana card is going to drive the way that you read the following modifiers. Okay. And the Empress is the number 3 in the deck. And whenever you see like a lot of 3s, it usually indicates group activities or situations involving more than one person. It can also mean that there's going to be a delay, but you will have eventual success. And that's when you see multiple 3s. So in general, the Empress, in the upright position, well, first off, the Empress is ruled by the planet Venus and is affiliated with the zodiac signs of Taurus and Libra. So those zodiac signs can either point to a person of that zodiac sign, or that time of period that zodiac sign covers. Okay. So in general, the Empress in the upright position, I mean, this is just broad generalized interpretation, is about fertility, femininity, beauty, nature, abundance, and it can sometimes indicate a pregnancy. In the reverse position, she can indicate a creative block or your dependence on others that can kind of block your way to success. So to get a little bit more into the meanings of the Empress, I like to take you through various kind of categories that can come up in some of the very common layouts that you can do, like a Celtic cross or a red dragon, the gypsy spread, things like that. So the primary focus, okay, is the Empress is more of a passive card rather than an active card. She's not telling you to take action, where some of them flat out say you need to do X, Y, or Z. Okay. She's more passive, and she has more to do with feelings and emotion and intuition and inner prompting and self-expression, socializing, connecting with others, short and long-term relationships, and you're being rather than doing. Okay, so she is a very passive card in the major arcana. Now, overall, with like your desires, and your when the Empress comes up in like a desire kind of layout, she's talking about you being discontented because something is missing or lacking. Um, and you want to feel, you want to embrace that creative side. Um, or something that's more meaningful or more fulfilling for you to do. But you just don't know what you want is the problem. So, it's about that you're not happy, but you don't quite know why or how to fix it. Okay. Um, if the Empress comes up like in a romance or a love reading, um, it usually is an indicator that you long for a very meaningful, love and affection. Um, and you want to express those things, you know, that are in your heart. Um, and you want something more than just, a casual relationship, so to speak. You want something a lot more meaningful and long term to come along. Um, Now, where others are concerned, so you could have trouble communicating with others in your life, um, because you're going to feel kind of scattered and um, even critical or intolerant, because that sense of unease, and you're not contented with yourself. You can project that onto someone else. Um, but she's telling you to make your motivation clear. That if someone or something's not meeting your needs, communicate what you need. And if they answer the call, great. And if they don't, there's something else down the road. Now, where your home is concerned, you're going to want to take it easy. Um, you want to be outdoors or maybe even travel. But if you've considered moving your home, it's not going to feel right. And she's telling you to wait. Okay. Um, Now, as far as work or career, you're probably going to try and put something off at work that you don't really want to do and try and find another day to deal with it because you just can't deal with it. But you long for, how can I put it? You're going to want to look for a profession that kind of has, that motivates others, okay? Or has some kind of creative interaction component to it. Now, with respect to like unions, you're going to be taking a hard look at your relationships and figuring out how you really feel about things. And you may be, uncertain about some. In your emotional state, you're going to feel kind of troubled and out of sorts, because again, that creative drive is there, but you don't know what you want to create. So you're feeling kind of lost. Now, as far as family, there could be a member of your family that is involved in some kind of like real estate transaction, um, or purchase of a new home, and it's they're probably going to experience some communication problems where this transaction is involved. Now, your physical body, if this is like, a health reading, the Empress um, usually indicates maybe an upper back issue that you need to rest. Okay. Um, and she's telling you to get in touch with your body to figure out what it needs, because you haven't been taking the best care of yourself, and you're just kind of out of sorts, all the way around, emotionally and physically. So she's telling you to take a hard look. If you've got like some back issues going on, you need to rest. You need to just say, whoa, I can't keep going at this pace. Um, Now, with finances, there's going to be a postponement or delay concerning like your finances. The money will come. It's just not when you think it's going to. It's going to happen later. Um, Now, anxieties. Communicating with others is going to cause you a lot of stress. And you're going to be frustrated because you seem to be in a pattern, like in a holding pattern, and there's no, you've got this state of inertia going on where you're just at a standstill. And you want to make changes, but you just can't. It's like the old adage, one step forward and two steps back. That's what the Empress is indicative of. Um, as far as new beginnings, um, she indicates that you're going to make a very important connection, and it's with someone um, that has long-term impact or potential in your life. Um, and it's going to be just the initial stage when she comes up. But she's going to set things into motion. So this is where you would really need to throw down some modifier cards to find out a little bit more information to give a little more guidance. As far as, fortune and luck being on your side, luck will be with you in finding an emotional or physical outlet that can help ease your tension, and ease your mind and soothe your soul. Now, the special guidance of this card, okay, in the mundane world, in other words, your everyday, life, she's telling you that this is not a time to think, act, or do. Okay? You're overloaded, and your mental pursuits won't give you what you need. Um, and if you keep trying to push that, you're just going to make yourself more and more frustrated, because you're literally in a standstill and you don't know what you want. Now, for the esoteric, this is a time for you to reorient yourself, okay? And if you've neglected to like express your needs or feelings, you need to learn how to speak up. And until you restore the balance, your intellectual pursuits will still be in that state of inertia, and you're not going to make any kind of movement forward. Now, the best course of action is, the Empress is telling you to heed your feelings and your instincts. In other words, to pay attention to, your intuition and not overthink things too much. Because she's telling you that you have to embrace your feelings and your needs more. Okay. And then the major, like if it comes up like in an outcomes, what's the outcome part of a reading? There is a promise of future success, but you're going to expect delays and postponements and things like that. Things are not going to move along as fast as you want them to. So with that, the Empress, we have discussed her. If you've got any questions about her, leave them down in the comments section. I'll try to get to them just as quickly as I can. Thank you for stopping by, and I will see you again next Tarot Tuesday. And as I always say, merry we did meet, merry we will part. Until we merry meet again, be well and walk in love and light, my friends. Bye.